Welcome to the ZipToon Preview. So, keep in mind that this is completely in beta still. So, a lot of this is still early on, and we're not going to showcase everything. But I will showcase the Twitter suggestions that I'm going to be pulling up shortly. And there's quite a bit of suggestions I got, around 60 or so. And then I threw in some of my own, plus some other friends' suggestions as well. And the point of this mod pack, this specific version of this mod pack for Riptide in general, is that it's supposed to throw balance out of the window. So this is kind of like an alternate version of the beta mod pack. All right, so first off, I'm going to show off what's new in store, but as obviously as you can see, new custom main weapon. This is the Markeling PNCT-8, and there is the Markeling ANOT-8. So I'm going to show off this kit first, more than anything. And also I should clarify that I'm going to be showing off main weapons first, then the custom sub and special. Keep in mind, this is all still pretty early on, so not everything's finished, as, you know, this is a beta still. But first thing first, this is a combination of like multiple weapons at once. So first off, it only has one charge time, or one charge circle versus two, like any other Splatling. This is one of the most mobile weapons in the entire game, as you can see from the straight speed alone. It's very, you have to be precise with your aim, again, kind of like a splash. And speaking of whatnot, your jump RNG does not change when you jump. And then the other thing is that this has no charge penalty while you're in the air, so kind of like a Squiffer or Reflex would have. Hence why it has Zipcaster. The paint overall is poor. It doesn't paint well. By the way, you're supposed to paint your feet with it, but we'll get that fixed. But basically, you can move around and whatnot, of course. And then the damage values goes by 70 on a full charge, and then 55 by a partial charge. But yeah, you're able to charge this pretty quickly overall. The range is alright. The range is okay with it, as you can tell. But yeah, no, this is a fun weapon overall. I think the weapon is really unique. It's kind of like the 52 gal or like the Glugas of the heavy Splatling class, or just Splatling class overall. I will say though, this does replace Hydra Splatling. And the reason why though, and keep in mind, we can add weapons without replacing any weapons in the game, right? But the thing is though, we decided to replace Hydra Splatling because it's just so unhealthy. It's such an unhealthy design overall. And what we thought was that, okay, we should just replace it, because there's other weapons that does something Hydra in a similar role, kind of like E-Leader in a way, but more healthier. I don't know how to word it properly, but yeah, keep that in mind. And then for the second weapon, we have dual Squelcher, as in, you know, the Splatoon 1 weapon. So the thing with dual Squelcher is that it's basically Splatoon 1 dual Squelcher, except it's piss yellow now, to tell the difference. This thing does 27 damage per shot. And the main difference between Dual-Lee Squelcher and Dual Squelcher is that this is less ink hungry of a weapon versus Dual-Lee Squelcher. And it rewards you more by being more passive aggressive. And for the Smash players out there who also play Splatoon, hi. But yeah, so the main difference is that it rewards you for playing more passive aggressively, kind of like with Marth trying to hit the tipper of his sword. It's kind of like that, where you kind of want to hit the tip of the sword to kill more faster and take your opponents out in a lower percent, because the tipper of the sword for Marth's sword, you know, is stronger, does more knockback, and the Dual-Lee Squelchers kind of rewards you for being more aggressive, more like face up like this. And then, yeah, no, you just kind of go at it. just kind of go up close and personal with dually Squelchers. And yeah, no, it's a fun weapon. I'm glad we were able to implement it. And now I'm going to show off what people requested while adding in the changes to set kits. So for example, Wavebreaker now summons 4 waves instead of 3. But I'm gonna make a montage of what people wanted to change their main weapons and kits. So yeah, cue the montage. Oh, and I should also mention with a new custom sub and special. So the new sub is called Splatform. This replaces Toxic Mist. And honestly, I would rather not replace Toxic Mist overall. Mainly because I'm a huge fan of the sub, personally. But the sub is super picky to balance. The game is really picky when you try to mess with it. And if you try to mess with it, it'll just instantly crash the game. And you'll start from scratch again. So it gets fun, to say the least. So we decided to replace the sub in general. This is based off Guy's box sub mod. So thank you to him for letting us use it for our mod project. But basically, you can place up to 3. It is a 40% sub. It takes up 40% of your ink tank. You're able to place up to 3 at once. Anyone, your teammates, or anyone else can destroy it, and it's a really weak sub in the first place. I'll show just by turning off this. It only took 1 shot. So yeah, it's pretty weak HP overall. And then the custom special is called Super Missiles. So this is a combination of both Tenta Missiles and Super Chumps. So you fire the missiles like you would for Super Chumps. Keep in mind, this is not the full model of it. I need to update the model still. And then it lands like jumps, and it lands like Tenta Missiles, where the moment it instantly hits the ground, it will do damage. This is really good overall for AoE and chip damage overall, along with some nice paint. This does replace Super Chumps, and also keep in mind we're not including any Tenta Missile or screen kits in the full version of the mod pack. They're just kind of meme weapons right now. But yeah, no, I'll showcase what Missiles does in this mod pack. For those who are curious, because we did mess around with both screen and Missiles, but screen is already shown on Twitter. I'll show off with this because I think this is just shit. Is a shitpost weapon. But basically, the moment you activate Tenta Missiles, you can't move. Like I also can't fire onto anything in general. So that gets really silly as well. And then I'm going to show off what screen does as well real quick. And also Guy threw in his own quirks, like with Curling Bomb. It does something special. Same thing with Ink Mine, especially if you place 2. But yeah, no, you'll have to see what that is if you're going to be at Riptide. Oh, and speaking of Riptide, by the time you see this, I'll probably be at Riptide by now. If not, it'll just be a day or 2 before it. So if you see me with a real-life Splatana Stamper or in my cosplay, here I'll put a picture of both on screen right now. That's what I'll look like. And if I have my backpack with, you can ask me if you want to try out the mod, and if you're chill and nice enough, I'll let you. So there you go. But yeah, this is what screen does. Pretty fucking awesome, right? Anyways, now cue the montage for all the changes that people wanted from Twitter. God, most of these sucked, I won't lie. Hey, so post-editing zip sweep here, and I just want to clarify that we reworked the entire blaster class. The footage you're about to see is a different blaster, specifically with range blaster. But the rework is that all the blasters now have 100% accuracy while jumping in the air, but each blaster comes with a downside. So, for example, range blaster is now a heavyweight weapon as an example, or like some other weapons like S-Blast you'll see in the next clip has a new mechanic instead to make up for, having 100% jump accuracy with every other blaster, and S-Blast already had that, so we decided just to revamp its short range mode, which again you'll see shortly. Just want to say that quickly. Thank you for listening. Okay, so that was a lot, wasn't it? Damn. That was quite a bit. So anyways, I'm going to show off some reskins for some secondary kit weapons as well. So for all the second kit reskins, the dual Squelchers and the Markley models are all made by Evie. I'll put their ad on screen now. Thank you so much again for Evie for helping out. They're truly a legend, and I cannot be more appreciative for them as well. But yeah, I'll show off the second kit skins and whatnot, and I'll end the video with a little bit of discussion right before then. But yeah, here's T-Tech. Here's 52 Gal Deco. Here's 96 Gal Deco. Here's custom dual Squelcher. No chargers, no rollers, no buckets, I believe. Yep, no buckets. Here is heavy splatling deco, along with heavy edit nouveau. Excuse me, heavy edit nouveau. That word always trips me up. Here's Markley, and here's Markley A0A. Or you can just call it A-N-O-T. I don't really care. Personally, I think it's fine with whatever. Here is Light Tetras. No Burlas. Here's Custom Blaster and Custom Range Blaster, respectively. No brushes, no bows. And then Wiper got a redo for its 3D icon. But yeah, again, this is all for intent, fun, and purposes. This is also for learning this is for learning for coding / directing a video game as well. That is the main intent on why we're doing this as well. And also, we just want to see something change, right? We want to see some new, interesting fan-made stuff as well, which I can gladly help out with what I know, even though I'm not as experienced as anyone else on the team. I am very, very grateful for their help and everything. So thank you again to my team. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video and like the compilation of what I had, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also check the link in the description below to see all my other socials. Follow me on Twitch. I stream way more than record videos on here. And have a good one, or a good night, or have a good evening, have a good night, have a good morning. No matter the time zone it may be, I hope you have a good one. Later.